Hello, Fayfers! Welcome back to another episode of Us and Fay. A little corner where you can laugh, unwind, and talk about real life things. And guess who's back on your screen? It's your favorite voice on the internet, Fay Fay! So today's episode, we're talking about something that affects all of us. Friendships, the ones that last, the ones that fade, and the ones that teach us lessons we didn't know we needed. We're asking the question, what are the unwritten rules of friendship? And guess what, guys? As usual, I'm not alone today. I've got two amazing people here with me, one from each side of the friendship coin. Please welcome Christabel and Busy the legend to the building. Hi, Christabel.
Hi, Feifei. Hi, guys. My name is Christabel, and I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being on my podcast today. Hi, Busy.
Hi Fifi, my name is Blessed the Legend and I'm happy to
Okay.
be here with you.
The renowned Busy. Let's dive right in. So, what's an unwritten rule every friendship should follow? Back to you, Christabel.
No, friendship is something that people don't really take, with so much intention. They just, look at it as, oh, it's normal and all. But to me, I feel one of the rules friendship should follow is intentionality. There should be things that,
Okay.
there should be a reason why you're in a friendship. Yes, friendship is not only for just being friends, but other things like, you know, they, if you're in a friendship, it must be benefiting you and the person.
Okay.
So yes, I think that's what I feel. Intentionality is basically it for me.
Busy, what do you have to say?
Okay, an unwritten rule for friendship is, to me, is something that a friend should always show up for that particular friend. And
Impressive.
there should be a striking balance between being showing up when the friend is in a bad situation and also in a good situation. So one unwritten rule of friendship is turning up for that particular friend. That's it.
Okay, what if the other friend has issues going on with them and they are not able to turn up? Does that make them like they are not friends or something?
If for instance the person told you about what is passing through and you didn't turn up for that person,
You know, there are some persons that actually like keeping
that's
things to themselves.
yes, that's if he kept it to himself, then you
Okay.
are the person did not open up to you, so you can't be your fault again. But if a particular friend actually open up to you and tell you what is passing through, and you as a friend didn't come to either console the person or try to calm him down, then you are a bad friend to that person. That's it.
Oh, Chimo.
I,
Oh, Chimo.
I think I
Okay.
would like to add to what Lizzie said.
Okay.
He said, if the friend does not tell you, then you don't know. I feel if you're in a friendship, the friend has the responsibility of telling you if there's something that it's really bothering the person. Person should tell you because you are their friend.
Okay.
You have to know.
I mean,
Do
for
you
them to be
understand?
upset with you, it should be like there is some level of closeness that you guys have. Because a
Exactly.
random friend, even now, you will not even get angry with someone that you guys just say hi, hi, and pass or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I can get what you guys are trying to say. See, and we all know friendships get harder as we get older, correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
So, please be, what is the hardest thing about maintaining a friendship, especially as we grow older and life gets busier?
Okay, the other thing is actually keeping up to time. Yes,
Okay.
because if you are when you get older, you get other things to sort out, like your business, your jobs, you have things to do,
Yeah.
and you trying to balance that your private life with a friendship, it is something that is kind of unwelcome. You get so
But what if you guys have been friends for years? Do you just shove
no,
the
you won't.
friendship aside because of
Nah,
life,
no,
whatever?
you won't show your friend outside, but just that the time you spend will be limited. But also,
Okay.
there should also be communication between you guys. Not that because of your busy lifestyle, you just show the person outside. But there should be
Yes.
communication, yeah, because communication still help to like reminds the friend that okay, we are still in good terms.
Yeah,
You get
exactly.
so that's the part.
Okay, Christian, do you have anything to add to that?
I feel just like Baby has said, as you get older, you get lots of things to do, responsibilities come, and that friend that you always talk to every day, every second, every minute, life get busier, just as you said. So I think that's where intentionality comes. When I said if you're not intentional for about the friendship from the beginning, you won't make time for it.
Okay,
So
even as life gets
exactly.
busier, you'd
So
always like make excuses or something.
exactly. So what you should understand is that as life gets busier, you should understand that your friend too is also busy. So learning to understand that everybody's busy. Do you understand? I'm not, taking it to heart. Oh, my friend does not have time for me and all. So you should learn
But
to
you know that
understand.
you have to actually like communicate.
Yes,
Even don't no matter how
communication
busy you are, you still have to
communication is there,
communicate.
but I'm telling you the truth. You don't you're not going to communicate every time. I have, just like my mom, she has friends that she talks to. I'm telling you, once in a month, and once in 2 months, because of their busy. But that does not change how strong the friendship is. When they are
Yeah.
talking, they talk for hours. They are just ready to unwind everything, and it shows how strong the friendship is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They both understand that they are both busy, but they also make time for each other. Do you understand? There are
Okay.
times that my mom is not doing something, she wants to listen to, somebody else and stuff like that. But she will understand that, oh, this person is not always around. But as time goes on, I don't know what else to say. I just feel like you should just understand and communicate too. But you understand that the communication will not be just like the way you used to communicate before.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So either of you could answer this really. Do you think it's okay to have different types of friendships? Yeah, you can be closer to some than others.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, why do you say so?
Yeah, it's okay to have different types of friendship. Yeah, some people, yeah, where you have a close tie with them, you have this, you are this bonded very close to the person, and you have some that you are not that close to, but they are still your friend. This is just, it depends on how well you know them and how you have communicated with them often. Because if I've spoken with you for about, in terms of text, for about 3 months,
Okay.
I've known you. I would have asked about your life, asked about a lot of things about you, and
On that 3 months.
no, no, okay, see, like your
Okay.
lifestyle, your family, all those things, you get just to know you better. You can't compare that kind of friendship to that of someone I just met 1 week.
Yeah, actually.
Though that person is my friend, but it's not that close to me compared to the other person that I've been speaking with for the past 3 months. You can be close to someone. That's just it.
Yeah. Christabel, anything to add?
Anything to add about, actually, yes, there are different kinds of friendship. I'm telling you. I think it's very, very common because
Okay.
yes, you are friends with older people, you're friends with younger people, you're friends with your age group. So you won't tell me that you communicate with all of them the same way, and the proximity between them is the same.
Mm.
So I think that's just it. You're closer to some friends than the others. So I think that's all I can add.
Okay. This brings us to the next question, Christabel. Could you stop being friends with someone just because your best friend is not friends with them anymore? Or can you keep your own separate friendships? Please answer.
Well, it depends on the what led to the friendship, what made the friendship break. Now, the friends I keep they are very, would I say they're very good people?
Okay.
They are very goal oriented, they are smart, they have a lot of good qualities that I say, wow, this is a good friend. And for my friend to stop being friends with somebody, there must be a very, very, very good reason.
And if your friend is at fault?
What if my friend is that? Well, the first thing I will try to do is not just stop being friends with one person, is try to settle the matter. Try to talk to one side and try to talk to the other side. And if they refuse, I can be friends with them, separately.
Lizzie B, what's your take on this matter? Should you stop being friends with someone just because your best friend is not friends with them anymore?
No, absolutely no. Yes, because
Okay, I actually agree with you.
you can't inherit your friend's enemy.
Exactly.
That's just it.
Exactly.
Because a friend not being friend to your friend. I don't know if
Yes.
you get the analogy here. If your friend is not a friend to the friend you are, just don't what's it called? Be friends with that particular person, because you can't inherit your friend's enemy, and that alone itself is not wise. It's not wise. You can't
Yes.
inherit your friend's enemy. You don't know if that particular person will help you someday. But if you can have a conversation with your friend to try to find a way to work it out with that other person so they can become friends, that's okay. You
Yeah.
can. just speak with your friend to have a conversation with him. But if that particular friend says no, he's not going to become friend with that particular person, then that's your own
Or
choice to
you're
make.
lower.
So you can be friends with that particular person, not inheriting your friend's enemy. That's unwise.
I actually agree with what Blaze said. You shouldn't just cut someone off because your friend is not friends with them anymore. Because
And the mindset is back there.
yes, exactly. So just do your thing, Biko. This one might be tricky. Is there a line between being honest with a friend and being hurtful? When should you speak your truth and when should you hold back?
Yes, there's a way you can, speak without being hurtful. There's a
Okay.
way you can speak without being hurtful. And there are times that you are meant to speak and there are times you are meant to hold back. If your friend is going through something that you know that, oh, your friend, messed up big time, you don't really need to rub it on your friend's face. You should just, console your friend. Then another time when everything has gone, you talk to your friend about it. I think that's all, sha.
Okay. Well, there was a recent movie I watched, a K drama actually. Yes, your host is a K drama lover. So as I was saying, there is this girl. She actually made a big decision by herself. She was sick. She told her family nothing about it, and when they found out, her childhood friend actually scolded her. Like, regardless of the fact that she might be going through her own pain, he scolded her because yeah, sometimes when you just have to establish a certain truth with a friend, it's not because you're intentionally trying to hurt that person. You're just trying to help the person grow and see that this thing you're doing, this isn't how we should have done it. There is a better way you should have done it. So when you correct somebody, it should not be from a place of hatred, but rather from a place of love. That's where the contrast between being hurtful and being honest comes in. What do you have to say, Blizzy?
Yeah, you've already answered the question actually, but I'll just add to it. Yes,
Okay.
that's where intentionality comes in. Are you speaking to haunt your friend or you are speaking to heal him? Because,
Yes.
for instance, now, if a particular friend needs something and you try to bring it to the notice of him, and although he saw it as something that is unwise from you, no, you are what is it called, telling him just to help him.
Yeah.
He might not see it from that perspective, but you are helping him. He will later discover that okay, you are actually helping him.
Yeah,
So
but there are
even
also
if
some person that does not like being corrected. Like you.
How you have a friend that does not like being corrected? Ah,
There are some persons like that though, bro. If you know there are some persons like you cannot even tell them you did this wrong because you're trying to be like, oh no, I don't want this person to feel this way. I don't want this person to feel that way. Oh, so as you were saying, sorry for cutting you
okay,
short.
yeah, you're free to correct them. You're free to correct so that if you take time for them to see it from your perspective,
Yeah,
you just take
and
time.
you have to actually correct them
Yes,
rightly with love,
with love.
not from the place of hate. Now let's talk about the good side. Is there something friends do for each other that doesn't need to be said, but you both understand?
Yes, turning up for them. Yes, that's one of the biggest thing a friend can ever do.
The one is always on turning up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
Okay.
friends who
I
turn up.
think you have a friend or way someone that have turned up for you and
Yes.
really meant a lot
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you.
If I was saying
Okay.
turning up for the person,
Yeah.
being there when they are both in their good times and bad times, as it's
Okay.
just being there. Your presence alone, yes, it matters a lot.
Okay.
But to me, I feel it's respect. Respect is something that people, you don't say it out loud, but yes, you should respect your friend. You should respect your friend, whether the person is older or younger. You should respect your friend. Respect is something I am really, really, really emotional about respect. When I feel that somebody doesn't respect me, I don't think I can be friends with that kind of person. So I think that's just that for me.
Okay. All right, papers. Let's take a quick breather. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.